Zoom Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Love Shack. I'm your host, Big Al, the Doctor of Love. And we're here to talk about Refocused, which is May the 25th at the Mental Sports Center. But on the phone with us also is one of the competitors that's going to be there. And welcome him back to his return in FW is none other than Josiah Caine. How you doing, Josiah?
First of all, welcome me back. You know, the last time that I was there with NFW was taken by the police, and that's the reason I haven't been back.
Okay.
Let me clear this. I don't know, Big Al, I don't know if you remember, but we'll go back a little bit. The incident that happened where I sat in the middle of the ring, I took off my boots, and I stood up, and then my opponent, which will remain nameless, left that night on a stretcher going to the hospital, and I left in the back of a cop car. But you know what?
Yeah.
You do what you want to do. I'm doing this as a favor for Master Rich. So you go ahead and you do what you need to do, and let's get this damn thing over with.
Oh, okay. First of all, it's been a while since you been back in FW. I know you've been pretty busy. What have you been doing since you've been gone from NFW?
Well, let's see. What have I been doing? Well, let's see. There was the divorce. There was all the drama that goes along with that. There was, well, you know what? Let's just talk about the good stuff.
Okay.
I run my own promotion. I run a company.
Yeah.
Or I should, well, technically I no longer run it. I'm currently suspended by the board of directors, so we won't even talk about that. But, as much time as I spend in the nut house, it's hard to say what I do. What is today? Wednesday? Thursday? Or Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
What day is it?
Today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. This will be aired on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I living life and busting people open. That's what I've been doing since I left New Focus.
Okay. Now you're coming back on May the 25th at New Focus's Refocus event. What's your main goal as far as coming back? What do you want to accomplish before I come back to NFW?
I'm making an impact. That's the only way to describe it. The fact is, I've been there as the fan favorite. It didn't give me anything. So now, I'm not doing it for the fans. I'm doing it for myself. Everybody gets to see exactly why, how, what, who, when, the whole kit and caboodle on the 25th when they see me. When they see the psychosocial in a way they've never, ever seen a game before. And yes, do I have some mental issues? Yeah. The good thing is this morning the head doctor here told me that reminded me to take my medication this morning, and I'll be completely honest with you, that's the only reason I'm on the phone with you. Because if it wasn't for that, I would probably be locked up in a padded room again. I mean, I spend a lot of time there. It's pretty cool. You can, run and hit the wall and land on your back and get up and do it again. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Now, on the 25th of May, NFW's Refocused. You're going up against a real tough competitor known as Bobo Brazil Jr., who is a Okay, I mean, hey, he's tough. He's a tri-state title champion, and you're actually taking him on for the tri-state title. So your return is actually a title match. Bobo has made an open challenge, and you challenged, he accepted. What can we expect from Josiah on the 25th when he goes up against Bobo for the tri-state title?
First of all, the name is Josiah with a J.
Jason, I apologize.
Second of all, the first match I ever had at New Focus over at the old building was against Bobo Brazil Jr.
Okay.
Mind you, I did lose that match. And that chicken piece of crap ran out of the ring as soon as he got the 1, 2, 3, which I still say that I kicked out of it before the referee's hand hit 3. But regardless, it went in the archives of New Focus as a loss for Josiah Caine. The reason why I answered this, I said it earlier, is to make an impact. Is to prove the point. Number one, I should have never left. Number two, I make a guarantee that Bobo won't leave with his tri-state belt.
Okay. Now,
that's big words coming from me. But by hook or crook, I guarantee you that night, that belt goes on with me.
okay. Now, Bobo was on here not too long ago talking about his, like I said, open challenge, and he said he's ready for anybody and everybody. Like I said, you made a challenge, he accepted. So, I'm sure Bo's going to be listening to this here Thursday. So, do you have something you want to tell Bo on the Love Shack here for him to listen to?
Yeah. All I can say is, hey, Dad. You ready? Al, for a long time, that man, I traveled all over the United States with him. I mean, we went everywhere for years. But he's never seen me in the state that I am now. And literally, when I say dad, it's because in this business, he was like a dad to me. But it's now time for the kid, for his, one of his sons to, let's just say,
Okay. I tell you what, I know Johnny, a.k.a. Master Rich, Johnny Richards now, his ways of thinking and everything is kind of odd also. And it's like, I didn't think things could be any strange, but I'm just, fans, I tell you what, when you come out there, I mean, it's going to be something else. Our fans are called the NFW Nation, and we have a lot of views on this. And matter of fact, there's going to be our next Love Shack next week is going to be at the NFW Nation in my backyard, with a little cookout, and I'm going to play the clips right here. So, do you have anything you want to tell the NFW Nation about your return?
We keep talking about this. We keep saying my return. Yeah. And I know that Johnny Richards has kind of flipped his head a little bit. He's kind of, you might say he's maybe lost it a little bit, or he's kind of gone toward the dark side a little bit more than he was before.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best thing I can tell the NF Nation is look up the word psychosocial. And I know that, the people in Evansville aren't real intelligent, but just look it up. Look it up in the Webster's Dictionary. And what you'll find out is it's more or less...
Okay.
It more or less describes me to a T. I'm just looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, they'll be looking forward to it. I mean, like I said, they're used to the strange and unusual, and I tell you what, yeah, I'm kind of like, well, I wouldn't say speechless, but I don't know. It's going to be it's going to be a wild night to like I said, two different styles of wrestling in the ring at the same time for the tri-state title. Bobo Brazil Jr. against Josiah Caine, and I tell you what, you're a very confident person, and like I said, it's going to be a great match, and we're looking forward to seeing it. Like I said, it's going to be an unusual match. I'll tell you what, I appreciate you being on here. That's the questions I have for you. I didn't know if there's anything else you want to say before we let you go.
No. Oh. No. The fans, it ain't the deal.
Okay. This is Josiah Caine. He's going to be taking on Bobo Brazil Jr. for the Tri-State title on May 25th in NFW's event Refocused at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive here in Evansville, Indiana. Bell time 7:30 p.m. I just want to thank you for being on here. It's been a...
You need to stop for a minute. You got to take your medicine.
It's been an unusual time, but I appreciate you being on here, sharing your comments about your return. We're looking forward to, I'm sure some of the fans will be looking forward to seeing you in action. Like I said, they're going to be, yeah, it's going to be like I said, it's going to be an unusual match. It's going.
Excuse me, he's got to get off here, but he's got to take his medicine. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, tell him to take care. Hopefully he's going. Okay, all right, bye-bye. I tell you what, NFW Nation, I just when I thought I heard it all. Johnny Richards here left me all tongue-tied and didn't, now he's got Josiah coming in on medication, going up against Bobo. I don't know. I mean, this is going to be, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, he's left me kind of like, whew. Like I said, you got Pondo coming in. You know how wild and strange Pondo is, but he's tough. You got Johnny Richards coming in, who's very, very strange. He's very tough. Now you got Josiah Caine coming in, who's odd on medication, coming from that's what he calls Nut House. I hope he don't bring some of his fans there in here. We better keep an eye on it, have security out there to make sure that they're not escapees from the Nut House, so to speak. I don't know. But again, that was Josiah Caine, and I wasn't expecting kind of comments. But they said he had problems, and they said to be careful and watch what you say. That's why I was trying to be calm. But I don't know. I mean, if you want to see something strange, be there May the 25th when New Folks Wrestling presents, oh, shoot, Refocused. And he needs to be refocused. Lord have mercy. Okay, now, like I said, New Focus Wrestling presents. Well, okay, let's get this thing on road. Oh gosh, Refocus, May the 25th, 2013, 5820 Drive. See what he's got? Oh my God, 5820 Metro Drive here in Evansville, Indiana, at the Metro Sports Center. Build time 7:30 p.m. I'm going to go over the matches, but before we do, we want to thank our sponsors: Evansville Tire, Greek's Pizzeria, awesome pizza. Gents Fashion and Costumes, a great lady. A Brighter Side Incorporated, Rave Entertainment, and TJ Scrap Dealers. Thank you all very much for sponsoring us. Whew. And he's sponsored by the State Hospital. But also, we've got a card. Like I said, I'm going to... Johnny was supposed to show me how to tweet, but my tweeting ain't working, so I'm going to turn my tweeter off. Okay, I'm not tweeting. Okay, now, oh, Lord have mercy. Josiah, Lord have mercy. All right, we got a women's match. Crazy Mary Dobson making her NFW debut up against Mischief. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be one heck of a cat fight right there. Yeah, cat fighter's right. Okay, now we got a couple of ROH guys, Ring of Honor guys coming in, making their debut. We got Davey Richards going up against Kyle O'Reilly in a singles match. I'll tell you what, it's going to be. They said it's going to be a pretty explosive match. You hear some bombs going off? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Whew. Now we got another Ring of Honor, Ace Ake, taking on another than a Canadian Kid, which is going to be quite a battle. That's not a battle. We want a real battle, don't we? Come on now. Now, the next match, we got JP Lightning taking on another than the former NFW Heavyweight Champion, Flash Flanagan. And I'll tell you what, JP is coming in confident, made a few comments about this. This would be a good notch on his win column by beating Flash. And I'll tell you what, JP, I think you're in for a thumping from Flash because you know how he is. Flash is going to thump you pretty hard, probably. There you go. That's a thumping. Get him, Flash. Okay. Now, as we just talked to Josiah Caine, going up against Bobo Brazil Jr., what Josiah said before he had to leave to take his medication, he's pretty well claiming victory already before stepping in the ring. But I tell you what, he's going up against none other than a Tri-State champion, Bobo Brazil Jr., who is a crowd favorite. Like I said, he's a crowd favorite. Okay, now we got the next match is the a tag team match, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We got NWA Heavyweight Champion Iron Man Rob Conway tag teaming up with Big Daddy V Viscera. And their competitors are who they're going against is none other than the coalition members of Nick Iggy and Daniel Eads. They don't like you, Nick. Okay. Whew. This is getting something. This is going to be something else. Now, the next one is the Fatal 4-Way for the NFW Heavyweight Championship of the World. And it starts off with none other than the NFW Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Johnny Richards. They don't like you, Johnny. They don't like you. Now, the other competitors will be in the match is none other than former Tri-State champion and the one who's one tough SOB. Is none other than Vic the Bruiser Lewis. Okay, the third competitor is none other than the hardcore cowboy Scotty Wolf, who said he's going to be coming out fired up. He's going to be more fired than a rocket launching.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
ready. He's ready. And the fourth competitor is none other than the hardcore icon, Man Pondo. Oh, Lord have mercy. Again, that's the fatal four-way for the NFW Heavyweight Championship. Oh, Lord. All this and more. We got other players coming in. We got Bishop, T-Boat, SOL, Benny Bray, who is the No Limits champion. We got Sebastian Harris coming in with Coalition. Chloe coming back. She's a sweetie. The River City Saints, the NFW Tag Team Champions will be there. Plus more. All this and more at NFW's event Refocused, May the 25th at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive, here in Evansville, Indiana. Bell time 7:30 p.m. Whoo, Lord have mercy. All that more. I tell you, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Like I said, you got the Return of the Iron Man coming back. You got Big Daddy V coming back. You've got some. You've got Josiah Caine. Hopefully, he takes some medication before he comes back. All this and more. Like I said, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. All this at NFW's event Refocus. I tell you what, NFW Nation, I have no more to say. Johnny Richards on his LTD tour. He says I'm not worth coming back for LTD tour. Okay, Johnny Richards, Josiah Caine. I think you're related. But he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back next week. Charmer Charles will be back next week. He's preparing to be. He's moving. He's going to be an Indiana boy. And speaking of that, next week on the Love Shack, we're having another NFW Nation Love Shack. I'm going to have a little bit cookout for the NFW Nation. I'm hoping to get Linda Nelson back out here, Vicky Jackson back out here, Mike Roman back out here, Michael Wheeler, you'll be out here. Wesley, I know once he smells the food, he'll be here too probably. But like I said, I want you guys back here for another NFW Nation Love Shack. We're going to talk about the matches. Charming Charles is going to be live at the Love Shack with us. Johnny Richards will be live at the Love Shack with us. And we'll talk about Refocus. We'll talk about some of the matches, some comments from the fans and some of the competitors in it. All this at the New Focus Wrestling. All this at next week's next week's Love Shack. So guys, please, I'll contact you. Hopefully you can be here. And again, also we want to also mention that we're still having. We want a new Love Shack banner. We want a new Love Shack emblem, new Love Shack picture, new Love Shack sign. So you got any ideas? Send it to us on Facebook. And the winner, like I said, whoever design we use, will get the first Love Shack T-shirt. We'll also be on the Love Shack with me and Charles. Also, we'll get a dinner or lunch at Scott Street's Pizzeria with me and Charles and more. I'll tell you what, we'll be making this announcement again on the 25th. Again, if you got an idea for the Love Shack, let's hear it. Let's see it. We want to see it on Facebook. I'll tell you what, Lord have mercy. I hope he gets his medication before the 25th. But again, May the 25th, New Focus Wrestling presents Refocused, Evansville, Indiana, 5820 Metro Drive, Metro Sports Center, bell time 7:30 p.m. All these, and more. I tell you, it's going to be a huge event. I'm not going to use no more. It's going to be a great event. You're going to see a lot of your favorite superstars out there, and it's going to be one wild, and unusual night. So I tell you what, NFW Nation. It's that time, so please, don't fight amongst yourself. Leave the fighting to us. All you got to do is spread the love. Good night.